Oh my god, the rain sucks. Oh my god, I cannot believe it's flipping rain. Well, hello everybody, and we're back on the server. Yeah, I took a couple days off from it. I went and I was working on a world Nero is developing. It gave me a little bit of a break from this big monster build. If I think about it, I'll show what I've been working on over there, just so you guys can see it. I'm hoping to get another series started up with him, just like a once a week thing. Mainly just, because he and I are doing a lot of different things over there. He's running a full slew of mods. I still don't have any. But let's take a look at what we were working on last episode. We got the libraries done. We now have the new storage room done. This is the lower section of it. Well, there's some of the scaffolding I'm looking for. And as I said, this is all a manual sorting system. We can go up here, really take a good look at it from up here. We have our little enchanting area there with a smithing table, a couple of anvils, grindstone. As we're making stuff in here, if we need to enchant it, it's right here. I'm going to put any of the enchanted books I get in here. I'm going to put like all the smaller items like the gems, the dyes, that kind of thing down in these. And then up here will be my bigger bulk storage, which this is done up here too now. So, but now we're going to go outside. Hopefully I can sleep and the rain will stop, which is why we came in here. Oh yeah, this whole little area. Tried to hide as much of the lighting behind the vines. You can still see some of it, but you know what? I think it turned out looking really nice. I like the colors with the crimson stem planks. We got purple terracotta behind it, which is about the only thing it matches in color in the game, other than maybe some of the amethyst, but I did not check that. But we have areas to put the signs on all the things. So yeah, I think that little storage area turned out really nice. Not that it's that little, but hey, I think it'll do us just fine. But let's go back upstairs here where I was just a moment ago, where I came down from, just so I could talk to you a little bit. Hey, it's night. We can sleep. Get rid of the rain. And then we'll talk about what we got going on up here. Alrighty, so I've started this off. This is an 80 diameter circle. It's real close. It gives me plenty of room to do on the outside what I want to do on the outside. Yes, first thing said, I know this is just a plain black stone brick wall. It will change on the outside. Not so much on the inside, because once I'm done in here, you're not even really going to be looking at a wall. You're going to be looking at everything else. Outside, I've got some decoration ideas, but what we need to do here... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these two blocks right here. Okay, this gives us our passageway to the outside. It'll also let us back in there if I fall off the wall again. Yeah, I had to fly down and come all the way back up. I do have plans for out here. I think you'll like them when it's all said and done. It's kind of an interesting little take on kind of like a village. Just like the wizard saved the people. I mean, he may be a dark wizard, but he could still be a benevolent leader. Not wanting his people to suffer at the hands of the mobs down below. So he brings them up here, gives them a place to live, but he also puts them to work, which is what in here is going to be. It's going to be a bunch of shops, bunch of different like little places, like a butcher shop, a a blacksmith, a loom, a cartography shop. So I'm going to try and put all the little shops in up here. The only one that may not, well, no, we can have a fish market too. That would be the only thing I was thinking we might not have, but should be able to have a fish market. All their shops are going to be in here, and then all their homes, and there's going to be a door like in each, like right behind each of the shops that goes outside to their home. So, but yeah, that's the plan for the third section of the tower. There will be multiple layers in here, so we can make the shops whatever size we want. We could also do some just like housing up above and do like something else outside, but I think the housing outside, because then I'll be able to make them look like actual homes. And you'll be able to see them from out as you're flying by. You're going to be able to see, oh, wait a minute, what's this? Yeah. So, but yeah, well, this is what we're going to be working on. I do have all the Blackstone. Oop, where's that? Brought here. I should need pretty much all four of these shulker boxes. It's like 3.8 shulker boxes of brick. That's a lot of brick. But yeah. But I'm going to try and get this done, and I'm going to flip into a little bit of a time lapse. Hopefully it works this time. If not, we're going to find out real quick. I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, guys. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse and the music that goes with it. That music is partly my own, so I am the one playing bass. So let's go take a look at what I've done, and you guys can let me know what you think in the comments. So I've done that. Now, there is red nether brick on every level of this tower so far. So this is like the tie-in theme for down below, and below that, and there'll be something else up above. But, it's all done with the red nether brick stairs. I think it looks really kind of cool for the space it's got to work in. Tell you what, let's go outside here and take a look, because this is the only way to see it, because you can't see it from down on the ground. You got to be flying in. I think that looks really good. So yeah, down in the comments, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think I should change anything. I just used, this is purple stained glass with the white panes is inset in the middle and around the edges, and then the red nether brick on the outside. And then I opened up this doorway a little bit more, kind of making it look a little bit of an arch. I got to make it look better, but I think that's going to go really, really well. It gives everybody a place to go in and out. Now I'm going to do this on all 4 walls. So yeah, there will be definitely a centralized theme. I'm going to have walkways coming in from each of these areas and it'll divide the area into quarters. So I can do like 2 shops over here, 2 shops over here, and so on and so forth. I plan on having at least 2 levels, maybe 3. We will see. I mean, we do have 32 blocks to deal with, and I want to fill it all up and make it look pretty. And then they'll have a centralized area for, town gatherings. And maybe I can get one of the guys downstairs to trade me a bell. We'll see. Should be able to do that. But it is getting to be night. So let's go down. And we will say goodbye for today, because I think that's about all I have for this episode. So be good to yourself, guys. Be good to others. And I will see you in the next one. Man, is it dark. Wow. Wow, is it dark right here. All right. Let's see what... No. Wrong way. Right. Oh. Really? There we go. Okay, that's better. It's still dark, but I can see you now. I really can. Hey, don't forget to hit that like button or the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Because I got more coming, because there's still a lot more to do. So, guys, I will see you later. Enjoy your evening, day, morning, night, evening, afternoon, weekend, whatever you're doing. Enjoy it. And I'll talk to you later.